welcome back to Old Truthford, the home of honestly biased sports content. Today we're going to be watching the Burnley versus Manchester United match, following on from the tough fixture we had against Bayern Munich. This will be at Turf Moor, so it's away from home, and I can already see a couple of irregulars. How you doing, guys? Jayhan, yo. We got Mackenzie in the chat. Nice to see you, man. Never seen the intro before. Come on, Mackenzie, raise your game. I mean, you got to be here from the start of the streams to see that legendary intro that everyone's talking about. But yeah, let's let's move on to this starting lineup. So we've got Onana in goal, Evans and Lindelof centre back partnership, Sergio left back, Dalot right back, Casemiro holding midfielder, McTominay, Hannibal, and Fernandes in the midfield, just above Casemiro. And it looks as though we're going back to a striking partnership of Rashford and Højlund, unless Ten Hag's going with Fernandes on the wing. What do you guys think's actually happening here? Do you think Fernandes is going on the wing, or are we playing as a diamond? Mackenzie, normally watching the game instead, lot. You make me sick, sir. You make me sick. But keep watching the videos, please. Finlay, right, Johnny Evans starts, but Varane on bench makes no sense. I think he's just worried Varane's going to get injured immediately, and then we're back to square one. I saw someone mention it in the chat. It's absolutely mad that we don't have anyone in our starting back four in the lineup. But this is literally where squad depth does actually come into a play, because it's quite rare that four of your starting four defenders would be out at any given time. But this is what Ten Hag has to deal with. Jayhan, McTominay and Evans, not again, please. I think McTominay will have a good game today. He usually actually fares quite well against teams like Burnley, but Burnley have been playing a bit differently from what I've seen under Vincent Kompany in comparison to how they were playing under Sean Dyche. So we'll see if it translates still. Herman, hey everyone. Hey Herman, how you doing? Finlay, when attacking, think Rashford will drift wide. Hopefully so. Hopefully, I don't know. I'm not a big fan of. I've made it very clear. I'm not a big fan of Rashford not playing on the left wing. They clearly must have seen something. Maybe Ten Hag's seeing this as an opportunity to essentially try out this formation against a lower level side, just so he can see the actual mechanics and reality of it. Because the last time we saw this formation was against Brighton, obviously. Brighton being one of the best teams in the league, or at least above average. So maybe Ten Hag thinks that he can use it and get away with it better against a low level side. We are going to be looking to maintain possession. So let's hope we can actually stick to the game plan and we don't concede early. Mackenzie, I don't know why we'd go back to 4-4-2 diamond after the Bayern game. Yeah, I think the main reason is just because it's low level opposition. So Ten Hag thinks that if he can't try it out against Burnley, who is he going to be able to try this formation out against? He tried it against Brighton. We played fairly well in the first 25 minutes until the goal that was completely against the run of play was scored. Again, the defense is going to be frail this game. I can't see. Yeah, no, the defense is going to be frail, but we just need to hope that we can maintain the possession and just keep a hold of it. Gary says, who knows the diamond doesn't work? Mackenzie, anyone know what's happened to Martinez then? So apparently with Martinez, he's just had pain in his foot following on from his previous injury that took him out at the start of the season, but he's just been playing on with it. But it's got to the point where he's saying, yeah, I can't keep playing with it. So hopefully it's nothing too serious, but from what I've seen online, that's what everyone's saying. It's just a bit of pain in his foot. I hope McTominay runs today. Well, he'll run forward, but given the clips that I've been spammed with in the DMs, McTominay doesn't seem to run back quite quickly. A lot of people highlighting that the refs are actually running back faster than McTominay, which I can't disagree with, sadly. Same formation as Carlos Ancelotti with Real this season. Interesting. At Gaming, what's your score prediction? I'm going 2-0. I think we boss for possession. It'll be a nervy start. We'll get a goal just before half time and we'll get another one after the second half. Because people may look at the team, and another thing that needs to be put into consideration is maybe Ten Hag's literally putting out the weakest possible team that he can, given obviously a few definite players of Rashford, Fernandes, Casemiro, and Onana. But I'm thinking he puts out the weakest team so that when it actually comes to half time, if we're still 0-0, we've got a lot of quality to bring off of the bench. So let's have a quick look at who's on the bench again. We've got Varane to come on potentially. We've got Amrabat. We've got Eriksen. We've got Pellistri. We've got, I'm not going to mention Van der Beek. We've got Garnacho, and we've got Martial at a push. But yeah, so we've got a lot of options on the bench. As long as we just don't concede, then sounds very Michael Owen, that, doesn't it? As long as we don't concede, we may win. But but yeah, no, I think we've got a good chance in this game. 2-0. What's everyone else's score prediction? Herman, praying for a second clean sheet for Onana. Yeah, he needs it. He needs some confidence. Gary, do you sometimes wonder what exactly is the injury level? Like, could they actually play? I think Martinez was pushing through injury to play, so if he's now saying, "Oh yeah, I can't play right now," I'd take his word for it because he's shown that he's willing to play through injury. Gary going 3-1 United. Mackenzie hoping for no mistake from Onana today. I'm just hoping no mistake from anyone. I mean, the only person who can really... I'm just trying to think who could make a mistake today without being full-on targeted by certain individuals. I think... Who's most likely to make a mistake? I think Onana, we've got a question mark, but if he can get a clean sheet today, then I think he'll build up enough confidence. I just don't understand how that goal went in against Bayern Munich. I'm still trying to work it out because he saw it. It's just his hands collapsed. Evans is most likely to make a mistake. He looked incredibly off the pace against Arsenal, but given the pressure, like, I'm not judging him too much based on the Arsenal performance, purely because the intensity of that game that he had to come on for was insane. Like, and the amount of pressure Arsenal were putting us under. Evans, I don't know, he's not built for it. I don't think he'll be under the same amount of pressure against Burnley today, I hope. So yeah, I think Evans will have an average game. I want to go 3-0 United, but Onana's still betting in. I don't want to be a full-on Onana hater. I'm just reluctant when people say, "Oh yeah, De Gea took time to bed into the team as well," and all of it. Well, everyone keeps forgetting. Like, I think Mackenzie mentioned it last stream as well. De Gea was like 20 years old. Onana's 27 years old. He should be entering his prime. So to make silly mistakes like he did against Bayern, it's worrying, but we'll see. We'll see. Hopefully he can turn the corner. If you haven't liked the video already, drop a like on the video. Going to be doing one of these streams for every single match this season, obviously. Callie, don't be surprised if McSauce scores. Yeah, I think McTominay usually has a good game against Burnley. I think he's got somewhat of a good track record against these styles of teams. But who do we see being the man of the match for today's performance? I think I can see a cheeky Fernandes man of the match today. So Mackenzie's going for Bruno or Højlund for man of the match. Gary, yeah, true. What you say on Onana, it's just betting into the Premiership more. Yeah. Yeah, I guess everyone needs some time. And also, it probably can't help Onana. This has nothing to do with him spilling a shot, which every goalkeeper should save. But Onana, to be fair, when it comes to actually betting into the style of play and everything like that, it must be hard working out how to play out from the back when you've got a different back line to work with every single game. So can't go all guns blazing on Onana, but I don't know. Any goalkeeper should have been saving that. Gary going for Højlund for man of the match. Jehan, Sergio, buy your stocks now. I bought my stocks as soon as he was mentioned, mate. As soon as he was mentioned to be signed, I bought my stocks for good old Sergio. Albert, I'm worried about Ramsey, to be fair, or to be honest. Albert, fear not. Mackenzie, to be fair, especially this game, he doesn't have one starting back four player, which won't help. Yeah. No, not you, others. I saw the hate. Amen, Jehan. Hader, hi mate, remember me off Insta? I remember you, Hader, man. I remember all of you guys. Gary, I think if Onana gets down quicker, he will be fine. I thought one of his best qualities was having quick reactions, but everyone, and from what we've seen, maybe not. I don't know. It's really hard to explain with goalkeepers when they make mistakes. It's kind of like, I don't know what you need to be to work out why they're making those mistakes, but yeah. Hopefully Casemiro will have a good game today as well. I think people were being a bit harsh on him after the Bayern Munich game. I mean, all of the hipster football fans now just want to scratch off goals whenever they're scored, but he got 2 goals against Bayern Munich and he was always in the game, so cheeky voice cracker. And so I think Casemiro is just about to hit his good run of form, which is good to see. He's had a slow start, but I think he's going to build from it. We need to find our best 11 soon. Rashford for man of the match, says Colm. What is everyone's best starting 11? Type it in the chat right now, and then I'll give you mine. If everyone was available. Gary, I think the presence is there with Onana like Schmeichel. It will happen. Yeah, I don't question his mindset. I don't question his character. I think he's mentally there, Onana. I just want to see a run of games where I don't have to worry about shots going on target and them immediately going in. That's what I want. And the only way that we can actually do that is seeing a couple of well, I'd like to see a few clean sheets. Our run of games isn't particularly hard over the next month, I believe. But I want to see a few clean sheets, and I want to see some top saves at pivotal moments in the game. Not one every single game, because obviously, hopefully that won't be necessary with the defence coming back. But I want to see Onana I want to see some security. I want to see some stability. Jehan, it's magnified when it's a goalkeeper. I feel the pain as a fellow goalkeeper here. Every mistake magnified. Yep. I think yeah, it's a hard one to ignore. But then, how can you really? I don't know how you stop players making individual mistakes, because it's been a curse of this team for a few years. I thought Ten Hag kind of whittled it out last year, but when Ollie got fired, literally every single game someone was making an individual mistake. It wasn't like, oh, we were getting absolutely outplayed with every single goal. It was someone making a bad back pass or all of this kind of stuff. And eventually what got Ollie fired was the Harry Maguire goal, of a Harry Maguire red card rather. So yeah, I don't know. I think I don't know if it's the psychology of it. I'd have to look into it. Okay, so let's look at your guys' best starting 11 if everyone was fit. So Mackenzie's gone for Onana, Shaw, Martinez, Varane, Wan-Bissaka, Casemiro, Amrabat, Bruno, Rashford, Højlund, would be Sancho, but and Pellistri. Okay, so no Anthony shout for Mackenzie. Jahan's going with Onana, Aaron Wan-Bissaka, Varane, Martinez, Shaw. So same back five. Casemiro, Amrabat, Bruno, Rashford, Højlund, and Sancho if he's not available. Mount on the right. Okay, so essentially everyone's. I think everyone's in agreement with that. I'd be. I don't know if I can say it yet. I don't want to be too cheeky with it, but I reckon there's going to be somewhat of a shout for Sergio over Shaw at some point this season if he doesn't go back. Is this his loan until January? Can Tottenham take him back in January? Did I see something like that? Or I think Sergio could actually give Shaw a run for his money in this team. If we're playing like this possession-based, everyone forward style of football, but then I'd also like to see Shaw in the same team as Højlund. So I'm quite interested in seeing how that plays out. Let's have a look here. Mackenzie, so Matt on the right is a shout. Anthony is too one-footed, says Jahan, in my opinion. Yeah, he is. But I still think his work rate is unmatched by anyone else on the right wing. Mount could possibly do that, but I don't know. I haven't seen enough of Mount in general to see if he'd be better than Anthony at right wing, so I'll wait to see if he gets played there. And then I'll say afterwards. But for now, I'd say Anthony tops Mount just for now. Mackenzie, Anthony is a jank. Herman, Onana, Aaron Wan-Bissaka, Lindelof, Martinez, Sergio, Casemiro, Pellistri, Garnacho, Bruno, Højlund, Martial. Have you named? Okay, so I'm trying to work out what you're doing there, Herman. What formation? I thought it was 12 players at first. I don't think it is. So what formation is this? So if we go with how do you have Pellistri, Garnacho, Højlund, and Martial all in the same team? What? 4-2-5, yeah. Okay, I like it. Ballsy. It's a bold strategy, Cardin. Let's see if it pays off. So Jehan is saying, agreed, but Anthony annoys me so much. When he doesn't put a cross, pees me off so much, like the world would crumble if he used his right foot. Yeah, I don't understand how somebody can actually get this far in a professional career without being able to use both feet. I mean, to be fair, Robben did it, so I mean, could Anthony be the next Robben? Who knows? But Anthony's work rate, I think that's... And also, if you look at all of our biggest results last season, Anthony was in the team. So it doesn't really lean towards me thinking, oh yeah, Anthony's a problem in the team as to why we're not winning any of these big games. Suhan, yo, what's good? How's it going, man? Herman, yeah, Varane 2 injury prone. Needs some experiment on the team. So the experiment would be Martinez and Lindelof, but they've just conceded so many goals. I don't know if they've got much chemistry. They don't really complement each other as a centre-back partnership. What's the score prediction, mate? My prediction's 2-0. We've got a lot of 3-1s in the chat. What else did we have? What's your score prediction, Suhan? We got a 3-0 from Gary. We got... Oh no, we got a 3-1 from Gary, sorry. We got a lot of high scoring predictions tonight. But Robben's left foot was unbelievable. Anthony has to be better. His right foot, I think the overall point. Anthony's left foot's not bad. I mean, how old is Anthony at this stage, to be honest? Because I want to see how much room there actually is for him to grow. I want to say like 22, I'm hoping. Maybe 24. Let's have a look. Okay, it's 23. I think he's 23, man. I think he's got 2 more years to develop into, and I'd give him this 2-year grace period to provide some consistency when it comes to goals. But oh, that's tough. He's 23. I'd like to see him hitting like 10 goals a season at the minimum by the time he's 25. 10 league goals, not 10 goals in all comps. Robben's left foot was unbelievable. Anthony has to be his right foot. I think the overall point, yeah. Herman, it's 11. I already can. Mackenzie, I think Martinez needs Varane to keep him in the right spot, not going to lie. Yeah, I do think... I don't know about that one, to be honest. It's hard to pin down who actually provides more direction in shaping the back line, because Martinez is known for playing out the back. That was the whole style under Ten Hag, and that's what he's been taught. So I'd think that Martinez has a good idea of how to marshal a back line. And I know I'm not saying Varane doesn't have that ability, but he was obviously second fiddle to Sergio Ramos, who again would have been that player who marshalled the back line and everything at Real Madrid. So Varane could have picked some things up from him, but I've never seen Varane as that kind of directing centre-back. I've seen him more as the physical presence, more of the composure. But I don't know. Suhan saying 3-0 tonight. Cole, I'd take 1-0 and a clean sheet. Yeah, we can't buy a clean sheet at the moment. Let's see what everyone's come out saying. So Albert's saying any money Ramsey scores from a corner. How much you got, Albert? Mackenzie, yeah, but this season Martinez has been stepping up, maybe a bit too much, and it leaves space behind. him that someone has to fill. Yeah, I'm wondering why he is stepping, because I've noticed that as well. I'm thinking it could be a managerial direction put down to him, because obviously if we are looking to maintain possession, then the centre backs have to be pretty high up as well. Or it could just be that he doesn't have a lot of faith in the midfield that have been playing so far, that he feels he has to get involved. I'm hoping it's the latter, because Martinez has been going forward a bit too much, and also without the somewhat pace, it's a hard one. Would you guys sell Varane? Because I'm kind of leaning towards selling him. If Varane's injured for more than 40% of the season and he's your starting centre back, one of your best starting centre backs, I'd kind of sell him to one of the Saudi leagues and just get 20, 30 mil for him, and then just to reinvest that and find a new centre back personally. Because even though he will be quality for the games that he does play, I don't know how much we can really rely on him. Albert, I wouldn't sell Varane for all the tea leaves in China. How many tea leaves are there in China, Albert? Don't Google that. Cole, yes, so absolutely. Mackenzie, as long as we make our money back and get someone just as good, then sure. But if no one's available or matches his ability, you'd stick with him. Yeah. Snake Eyes, welcome back. I wouldn't sell Varane because he is still top class when he is fit. What we should do is get cover, what we should have done in the summer. Yeah. But we do have Johnny Evans, so... Mackenzie, right now, I don't think anyone that's available is as good as him. Yeah, nobody's better than Johnny Evans. Everyone that's just as good or better has moved to a rival. He is slowing up a bit now. We get decent money now. Yeah, I've seen him. I've seen him on a couple of occasions get injured just running. So, and Varane was known for his rapid pace back in the day as a centre back covering. So, even though he can read the game well, he is losing one of his best attributes. So, if a blade of grass can injure him, how can we really rely on him when it comes to these big games? Like, he's still our best centre back as much as I love Leitch. Yeah, I'd say, based on performances or based on just history as a player, who would you guys say is better, Varane or Martinez, based on purely Manchester United performances? Jehan, I am happy Maguire ain't playing, but any idea what happened? I don't know. I think he's just sick or something, isn't he? He's been out for a couple of games now. I don't know. Maguire's just going to stay in the shadows collecting his money, and then he'll just lurk away. He'll lurk away eventually. Don't forget Varane scored a header at the start of the season, just like Ramsey will this game. I'm starting to see a trend with you and Ramsey, Mr. Albert Wesley. Jehan, Varane now on Martial settings, yeah. Can't trust the Frenchman. On the Pogba settings as well. What happened with that French team? 1 minute they were a physical presence, and then suddenly they've all got a terrible injury record. That's odd. I'm sure nothing's going on behind the scenes that would push their bodies to the limit. Are you sure this diamond isn't working? So I don't know why Erik ten Hag keeps trying the diamond. It was working against Brighton until they scored. So I reckon against a weaker opposition in Burnley, I think we're going to dominate this game. If we don't, then there's serious problems. Snake Eyes, this squad still needs, reckon, 500 mil to even compete. Yeah, for the league, 100%. 100%. We can't keep spending 120 mil every summer when the competition's already, say, 400 mil in front of us and they're still matching that spending. We're not closing the gap. It's just we're just coasting. Herman, is Amrabat available today? Amrabat is available and he is on the bench. So that could be exciting, seeing Amrabat's debut, especially in a physical game against Burnley. So it'll be good to see what he's all about. Mackenzie, doesn't he have that stress fracture like Højlund or possible one? Ooh, that may be true. Let me have a quick look. Let me see if I can find out Maguire's reason for being out of the team now. Okay, my usual trusted injury website seems to be down. I'll have to take your word for it, Mackenzie. It does sound right. I think I read that somewhere. It may be a stress fracture. Jahan was surprised, but we scored 3 goals against Bayern when I got up in the morning. But yeah, 3 goals. Bayern had to be bad defensively. Bayern aren't that good. I mean, considering all of our goals were very easily stoppable in terms of ones that we conceded, they weren't good. We could have won that game. It's just the mentality has to be questioned, considering that we conceded 2 goals in 5 minutes, like we've done a few times this season. Refereeing decision questionable, and injuries yet again. Just all of it. That's the story of our season so far. If we had to label our team under any category in the league, I'd say we've been probably the most unlucky team in the league. And I think that's objective. That's not up for debate, really. I don't think another team has had less things go their way than us when it comes to injuries and referee decisions and all of it combined. Okay, so we've got 5 minutes till kick off. I'm feeling confident. It's gonna be a good one tonight. We need a good one. It's been so long since we've actually seen us win a game. Hoping no dodgy calls for pens today, says Mackenzie. Well, you know, if there's a chance, they'll give it. So it's like, I don't even know. How does Ten Hag manage that? Does he just tell his players, don't give away a penalty, but don't even get close? But then you have to tackle people, so it's... That's the sad thing about this season. It's felt so much like if we just got beat by teams, then fair enough. But because there's been so many controversial decisions, it's just that feeling of powerlessness and having so many things outside of our control going on. And you're just like, it takes the enjoyment out of the game. But fingers crossed, better refereeing tonight, better performance tonight, and an utter domination of Burnley Football Club. Man of the match will be Bruno Fernandes, mark my words. And Herman and VAR. Yeah. We can't be screwed over again. Just in the tunnel now. McTominay chewing on gum. Things you love to see. Johnny Evans with a look of disgust on his face. Watching Evans about to walk out is not a good feeling. His body language isn't... I don't know, he looks focused, to be fair. I think his body language is pretty good. What warrants McTominay getting a start? Amrabat back from injury. Eriksen, not the best performance against Bayern Munich. Burnley, gonna be somewhat of a physical game, even though Vincent Kompany's kind of set them up to have a different style of play. And McTominay's got a good history against Burnley, so that is what warrants his start for Dangorian. Probably international form, 6 goals, 6 games. It's a hard one, Mackenzie, because I always look at that and I think, oh yeah, maybe McTominay's going to kick on now and actually be a good player. Then after I see him perform with Scotland, and then he just puts out these performances, and I'm just, like I don't usually like agreeing with the mindless comments of, oh yeah, he hides from the ball and all of this stuff, but in the past few games, I really haven't seen him get too involved, or as involved as I would like. They're all lining up now. Hannibal with a start as well. Haven't really spoken about that. Got the goal against Brighton. Gonna be an interesting one for him. I'm looking forward to seeing if I'm looking forward to see what Hannibal has to offer. Jehan, oh, so happy for Hannibal. Yeah, I mean, he 100% shouldn't have celebrated how he did against Brighton when we were 3 goals down at that point. I don't know why he. Well, I do know it's the first goal, all of this stuff, but that celebration was way over the top. He isn't comfortable in midfield. I'd love to see him start at striker against some random Bosnian team and see if he's any good, lol. Yeah, are you talking about yeah, Scott? Okay. Yeah, it would. I'm surprised he's never been played there once in his United career, even when we've had struggles at striker. It'd be worth a go, wouldn't it? Just putting him up there. But I think he would be similar to... No, actually, he wouldn't, because he's actually got decent finish. I was going to say he'd be similar to Weghorst, but Scott's actually got decent finishing, so... Donny van der Beek on the bench. Oh, the saviour, Donny van der Beek. The forgotten one. The guy who somehow is still here, but we can say that about a few players, so not going to go too far with Donny van der Beek. Hashtag simp for Donny. Scott's got a lovely strike of the ball. Yeah. Okay, players are getting ready. Just never in the right spot. Yeah, McTominay doesn't have the... I don't think he's got the anticipation of a striker. Vincent Kompany and Erik ten Hag, very friendly. Erik ten Hag having a little smile with him there. Okay, getting ready for game time. Vincent Company. Looks as though he's going to cry for some reason, sitting on the bench. I was thinking that, Mackenzie. I didn't know if it was just... I think... Will that suit us though? We've set up with a diamond rather than 4-3-3, so maybe not. And we're just waiting for any second now. Kick off. Woohoo. Okay, here we go. So we're going to be looking to maintain possession, I hope. Let's see. Burnley have the ball at the back. Okay, so Burnley are playing out from the back. Hoyland presses. We have not set up with a diamond. We are playing, from the looks of it, a 4-2-3-1. Rashford on the ball. Hannibal. To Rashford. Rashford down the left. Corner, surely. Corner? No, goal kick. Okay. People are going to freeze frame that, but the passing angle was, or passing lane was cut off for Rashford there. Really should have made more of that. I think if Hannibal maybe passed it to the right rather than Rashford down the left, then it could have possibly opened up for us. So we have set up with a 4-2-3-1 with McTominay and Casemiro sitting. And we've got Fernandes on the right with Hannibal at cam and Rashford on the left with Hoyland up front by himself. Okay, Burnley down the middle. Hannibal tracks and good. Could have potentially given a foul there, literally pushed the player, but fair enough. It's with Sergio to Lindelof to Evans. Let's see how... Okay, good. Good. No mistakes so far. Onana casually passing it at the back. Evans to Onana. And Onana sprays it to... And he is intercepted. Okay, so Burnley have taken the possession after Onana passes it straight to a Burnley player after trying to find Sergio. And it's a cross in, and Onana collects. Onana just missed a pass. Never thought I'd see the day, says Mackenzie. Yeah. Bit of a lazy pass, that one. You know, you could probably do a drinking game of every time Onana puts his hands out to say calm down, do a shot or something in a game. Okay, Onana goes long. Okay, you should try that one stream. See how slurred your voice gets by the end of it. Don't know what I'd be saying by the end of that stream, mate. I've actually got I've got an idea. I don't know if anyone's a big fan of boxing or anything like that, but I am thinking of doing a stream for the Tommy Fury KSI fight and Logan Paul and Dylan Dennis, which may involve some alcoholic substances. Love boxing, says Mackenzie. Good to hear it, man. There's a match on tonight. Yeah, it's Idris Virgo, isn't it? With oh, you're talking about real boxing, not yeah, Conor Benn versus that kid who's going to completely annihilate. That kid was terrified of him during the face-off. He's literally just a sacrificial lamb to get Conor Benn's name out there again. Okay, Burnley on the somewhat of attack. No, they're looking to maintain possession now. Okay, so our plan of maintaining possession isn't currently going to plan. It does look as though we may be set up to just hit them on the counter attack, maybe. Yeah, I don't like YouTube boxing. I think it's a bit naff, to be honest. Yeah, I think, to be fair, I've kept up with some of the Misfits stuff. Just because purely I don't know, I just like watching sport. But I think I only really pay attention to the big ones, like KSI and Tommy Fury and all of that stuff, because I grew up on it. Jahan, Burnley pressing well. Yeah, good for them. Good for Burnley. Okay, Casemiro interception. Hannibal to Rashford down the left. Rashford running down the left. What can he do? Who's he trying to pick up? He picks out Fernandes. Fernandes shoots. And it's a save from a Burnley goalkeeper. Good movement there from Rashford. Add that to the compilation of, Rashford doesn't pass to people. Let's see. So even though Rashford set up that opportunity, people will screenshot the first chance when the channel was closed off, just to talk shiz about the player of the season last year. Great fans. Let's see here. Rashford's so selfish. God. Yeah, I know, Mackenzie. It's ridiculous. How dare he pass to Bruno there? Always bloody Burnley, says Jahan. It's so hard to see what type of team we're trying to be, though. Like, are we trying to maintain possession? Or are we just trying to hit them on the counter attack? Because it feels as though we're just trying to hit them on the counter attack at the moment. Because when we're actually on the ball, it doesn't look as though we've got too much of an idea on what to do. Maybe we can't build possession with a centre-back partnership of Lindelof and Evans. Evans looks like me if I was dropped into a match today, like he's completely lost. Yeah. Evans is our... What is he? Is he our... Evans is our fifth centre-back choice. He's our Phil Jones from last season. So Evans is the player that should never be in the first team. And we're only in September, and he's in the first team. Okay, Burnley on the attack here, down the right. Cross in, header, good save from Onana. Very good. That's what we like to see. That's what we like to see. This is what I was talking about before the game. We want to see some pivotal saves, and we want to see a clean sheet, and then his confidence will be bouncing. That was that was very close to his fingertips, but he saved it. That's what's important. Turned into Burnley pre-relegation. Who hit up to the big man? It's not looking good. Højlund is playing right back. Højlund is in our box. Why is Højlund in our box? Hannibal. Oh my god. Okay. Hannibal. Ahead of Maguire, though. Johnny Evans isn't ahead of Maguire, Jehan. Come on. We joke, but there's no way Evans is a better centre-back at this moment in time than Harry Maguire. Burnley are knocking on our door, though, which isn't great to see. Where are Burnley in the table? Okay, Burnley at 18th. Burnley at 18th in the table. Okay, we're on the attack. I just missed that. What? Did Hannibal just hack it? Hannibal with the back heel to Højlund. No, I think that was pretty good. I don't know if he would have been able to get a shot off there. I need to see a bit of a replay. Burnley are kicking on our door with AKs and machine guns and hand grenades. Well, we're about to drop the atomic bomb with Rashford down the... No, it's out of play. Yeah. Okay, so arguably, well, not arguably, statistically, Burnley are playing better than us at the moment. 12 minutes in. We need to win this game. Like, we can't drop points to Burnley. Delo just blatantly fouls the Burnley player there. Yellow card. What was that? It wasn't even close to the ball. Oh, Delo's so trash, man. I don't know. I don't see how people can still even make an argument for Delo over Aaron Wan-Bissaka. He's trash. Oh yeah, but he had a good loan at AC Milan. What? And then he had a good 6 months when he was chosen by Rangnick over Aaron Wan-Bissaka. It's madness. Evans looking around, confused. Header out by Højlund. Shot. And it is over from Brownhill. Only thing Delo has over Aaron Wan-Bissaka is crossing. Everything else goes Aaron Wan-Bissaka. I'm pretty sure, like, Delo hasn't picked up more assists than Aaron Wan-Bissaka in a single season in comparison or something like that. Like when he was playing under Rangnick every single game, I'm sure he still didn't pick up as many assists. And if you were a good crosser, and at the time you had Cristiano Ronaldo in the team, you'd think that he would pick up at least a few things there, but I don't know. Maybe the players are playing so poorly so that the Glazers will sell the club to Mr. Sheikh. Maybe it's an inside job. Sad days, Mackenzie. We have been given the crown from Arsenal. Sad days. Burnley. I mean, it's okay. McTominay just got skinned and then ran into a player. It doesn't look as though McTominay's having one of his good games against Burnley. Højlund has just been... Højlund's just done a wrestling move on himself on the ground. Okay, Burnley, yep. Hit the post, thank God. Oh my God. Burnley are cutting through our defence like butter. What just happened there? Okay, ball out. Evans wasn't on him. Evans then plays the other player on side. And then, luckily, Sergio clears it away, I believe, after it bounces off the post. Okay, we're getting styled on here. Okay, Casemiro out, but Casemiro is one of our furthest players forward pressing. Where is everyone? Where's our shape? What is actually happening? Hannibal playing left wing now. Okay. We've got Burnley down the left. Okay, it's goal kick. Banta FC has been reborn. I'm confuzzled on why we signed a relegated centre-back to try and add depth. Because he was free, mate. That's the only reason. Glazonomics. Oh my God. Okay, McTominay on the ball. Plays it back to Onana. We're lucky that Burnley player slipped then because he may have intercepted that. Onana out to Delo. What can Delo do? Cuts back and passes it back to Casemiro. Casemiro on the ball to Evans. Evans back to Lindelof. Lindelof back to Evans. Evans back to Lindelof. Lindelof to Casemiro finally. And Casemiro plays it forward. Long ball to Bruno. But not quite accurate enough. We are literally playing long ball football against Burnley. That's what we've become. Casemiro to Hannibal. Casemiro. Okay, Sergio's been caught out running forward, but he gets back. Good. Højlund sprinting for that ball. Very good. Højlund gets to it. And Højlund's brought down. And he doesn't win the foul for that. His arm was grabbed. Okay, great refereeing there. Still not the worst that we've seen, but that's a poor decision. We're playing Deichball against the Scholars of Deichball. We're trying to mirror force these people right now. Diego, how's it going, man? Goodmanson has come off for Burnley. Was that an injury, or has Vincent Kompany just brought on a more attacking player to because he's seen how weak we are? Currently battling audio sync issues with the stream. Unreal they charge for this. Oh man. Need to see that from Eric Ten Hag. There's 3 things that are certain in life, Mackenzie. Death, taxes, and Eric Ten Hag waiting until the 65th minute to make a substitute. Okay, Nana at the back to Delo to Sergio to Rashford back to Sergio, back to Evans, back to Lindelof, and Lindelof will play it back to Evans. Yep. And then Evans to Sergio, then Sergio to Rashford, and Sergio to Evans. I think one thing we're noticing here is that you don't see it often with Varane. You sometimes see it with Lindelof, but you do see it a lot with Harry Maguire, to be fair to him, and Martinez. They will play long balls out the back, which go wide, so they'll play it out to either left wing or right wing, and they tend to be fairly accurate. The team at the moment, we've got no one in the back 4 who seems to actually be able to play long balls forward to any of the strikers or wingers. So what Casemiro is having to do is come deep to then play it forward, because Burnley are pressing high, so our defensive line can't get it out of where they are. And now Burnley on the counter here. But we've got enough men back. Mackenzie, don't like that. It's this team out of any that dictates my mood for the weekend. Well, yeah, 100%, man. Oh, it's crazy how much a football team's performance can actually affect your mood, though. Like, man. %64 possession for Burnley. Oh my. We just need a win. But there's so many more problems with this team in the injury sense that, like, we just need to survive at this point. Good from Sergio there. Tracked his man and cut off the passing channel for him. And then he finds a ball forward to Hannibal. Can Hannibal find Casemiro in the middle? Do it quick. Hannibal to Casemiro. Casemiro should have passed that earlier. Bruno down the right. Bruno tries to cross, and we get a corner. Everyone's a bit off the pace at the moment. The passes are there, but we're not getting them out fast enough. I think Ten Hag's highlighting the same thing, showing a bit of urgency on the bench there, moving his hands around the place. Colm, Johnny Evans to score tonight. Imagine 0 to hero. I'd love that. Okay, so we've got a corner here. What can we do? Sergio on the corner. Sergio, cross. Good cross. Evans. It's a goal. It actually happened. Goal. Did you... Were you guys ahead of me there, or did Colm actually predict that? What's just happened? Johnny Evans. Is Johnny Evans the thing that's been missing out of this team this entire season? Oh my god. He leapt like a salmon. Look at that. Oh. The cross, the whip. Evans, boom. Let's see VAR try it. Oh no, it's not actually going to VAR, is it? Let's see VAR just take it away. Can we even celebrate goals anymore? What happened now? Are we going to say that Højlund was impeding the goalkeeper? No, you can't do this to me. No. You can't do this to us. No. No. Don't run over. Ref, please. Please. He's looking at the screen. Ten Hag is also looking at a screen. Oh, please, for the love of God. No. Could you make an argument he pushed him offside? Please. He's going to take it away, isn't he? No? Oh, no, yeah, he's taking it away. Great. Cool. Okay. You almost had it, Colm. You almost had it. Well, just another one for the books, huh? That should give us some confidence, though, because we've just scored. We should be 1-0 up. Can't let our heads get down, because if this season's shown anything, then we'll go 1-0 down now, but this is where we show our character and we get another one back. Also, I'm just highlighting this now because of the double standards. If that had been Rashford offside rather than Højlund, best believe people would be going absolutely in on him. But because it's Højlund, nobody will mention it. And that's not me saying Højlund should get slated for that. But it's just a sad reality of the United fan base at the moment. Mackenzie, okay, so my dream for no dodgy calls has been shattered. Yep, shattered into a million pieces. Jehan, watch Burnley score because United's heads will drop. Mackenzie, time to fall to bits and leave if too late to put it back together. Sub McTominay off now, sub him off. I think if we go into half-time 0-0, we're all good because we've got a lot of people to come on. Amrabat's going to come on, Eriksen's going to come on. We're going to finish this game strong, which is something that we haven't been able to say for our past few games. So that's something positive to look forward to at least. They let go the same kind of call against Akanji for being in front of a keeper. Yeah, they did. I remember that. I remember that match. City bias for refs. Yeah. I'm surprised they're allowed to use any of their money when they go to the shops because of how oily it is. It's just a bloody mess. Højlund on the attack. Højlund tiptoeing around, but then is tackled. Sergio to Rashford. Rashford to Højlund. Unselfish. Højlund, meh. Shot, poor shot. Add that to the compilation of Rashford being selfish as well, guys. Just created a chance there for Højlund again. Genuinely, what is going on with the amount of dodgy calls United have had already this season? Injuries, dodgy calls. People like to put pressure on Manchester United because they know if there's turmoil with Manchester United, it gets more clicks, which is another reason why a lot of YouTube channels put videos where they say, oh, da-da-da, rant, and da-da-da, oh my God, and just a lot of hyperbole, a lot of exaggeration, a lot of shiz, but just rots the brain. Normally it's spread out across the season, but Jesus, it's dense this year. It's every single game. Every single game we've had some kind of contentious decision against us. Jahan, bring Amrabat now, bring Donny for McTominay, anyone but him. He wouldn't even start for Luton, not even some championship teams. Yeah, from what I've seen from McTominay this season and the age that he's at now, previously I was backing him, but that was like 3 years ago, 2 years ago, 1 year ago. He was still relatively young. Now he should be approaching his prime. Give me 40 mil. Give me 35, 40 mil. You can have McTominay, Bayern Munich, or Fulham, or whoever thinks that they can actually make a player out of him. Go ahead. Okay, Burnley on the attack here. Burnley still maintaining the possession. Our pass accuracy is not very good either. Just above 81%. So 1 in 5 passes that we make end up with Burnley, which is great. We fouled more as well. Almost all of those fouls are probably McTominay, I'm not going to lie. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Surely Ten Hag has not put them out there and said dominate possession. Because if so, these players are so tactically inept, it must be insane. Okay, Burnley with a set piece. Burnley, cross. That was close to being a Højlund own goal. He headed it, but then it went out for another corner. I want to see how close that was. That was a bit interesting. Jahan surprising. McTominay hasn't got a card yet. Yeah, he'll get one eventually. Bruno away. Everyone has been sloppy today. I think it all just comes from a back line, to be honest. I mean, we can't maintain or build any possession from the back. So then all Burnley have to do to cut off everything that we do is just press high, and then we're completely out of the game, and we've just got to punt it long when we get a chance. No doubt have a 10 AED on it. Oh my God, we're getting slapped up by children. Burnley have the youngest average starting 11 in the Premier League this season. We're playing against kids and we're getting beat. Højlund to Rashford. Rashford bringing it forward. Burnley, there's a lot of men back. What can Rashford do? Rashford keeps a hold of a ball, passes to Sergio, and it's blocked by Burnley. Okay, Sergio. To nobody. It was a cross in the box, but Burnley have got it away. Are we going to maintain some possession now? Delo to Evans. Evans doesn't know what to do with it, passes it back to Delo. Evans is not confident at all at playing a ball forward. Well, I'm not going to read that one out, Jan. Jesus Christ. Mackenzie. Evans looks a bit chub. I don't know if it's the kit, but it looks like his belly's bulging. Yeah, you're right. I've just seen it. Okay, Lindelof. I don't know if it's his name or his overall physique, but Johnny Evans just looks like he's someone who belongs on like a farm or something. Evans ball to Delo, who's playing CDM, and Casemiro's playing right back. Yeah, he's looking chunky. Moto would be a big fan of Johnny Evans. Burnley on the attack. Hannibal's been absolutely anonymous this half, so I think he needs to go off at half time. Rashford tried to weave through a couple of players. Wait, I'm just seeing in the corner of my screen Sergio and his Burnley player like grab each other's arms. That's hilarious. Looking like he thumps when he runs. Bloody hell, man. Give Johnny a rest. Literally, he's tired. He's only played 36 minutes. Okay. Oh, is that what you were talking about, Mackenzie? Is it Joyce versus Zhang? Not Conor Ben? He'll be off for his snack and 15-minute nap with the nurses after this. Sponge bath. My dad said Ben for some reason. Ben recently had a press conference, I think, so that may be why he got confused. Joyce needs to win that. He's quite old now. I think he's like 38. The juggernaut. Jahan McTominay with his trademark side pass experts say that a McTominay side pass is better than a Kevin De Bruyne line breaking pass. What? Let me read that again. I just saw that, Mackenzie. Yeah, Scott did a split. This is mad. Like, the amount of positions where, like, Phil Jones got absolutely murked for going in some of his positions. We've seen Rasmus do an MMA move on the ground, or a roly poly, as you mentioned. We've seen Scott McTominay do the splits. Højlund wasn't happy with that pass from Bruno. Yeah, I don't know what experts say McTominay's side passing is better than Kevin De Bruyne's. passing Jan. To be honest, I don't know anyone who's like a strong McTominay fan anymore. He's kind of just there. I only got behind him because everyone was slating him unnecessarily, but he hasn't given away a penalty. That's all I ask for him. Schoolboy football today. Yeah. Eric should be proud as we are yet to concede a goal, says Ilmi. Yeah, gotta look at the positives. We haven't conceded a goal to 18th placed Burnley. Woohoo! All aboard the McTominay hate trade, says Jan. Come on, man. Fred carried McSauce. He did in a sense, but then Fred, I remember one season under Ole, I think like we got kicked out of every single competition because of errors Fred made. Like, I think he gave a penalty or something away against Leicester, or a poor back pass, and it just seemed everything, he couldn't do anything right. Bruno? Why didn't... We're on the counter there, but Hannibal / Bruno made a meal out of it. Fred carrying McSauce just lost for broadcast. What? Should have kept Fred. Should have kept Fred and sold Scott. I do miss Friggy. Sometimes Rangnick remade Fred. Langa and Fred were shining lights under Rangnick. Yeah, they were. Everyone turned on Langa so quickly. I don't know how that happened. I don't know if certain people were pushing that. I don't know if certain people were pushing that agenda or what was going on, but I swear Langa, after that season, even though he was the only positive thing to look at, everyone was just like, his decision making is terrible. He's horrible. He's all of it. Even, oh my God, okay. Onana almost spilt it, but kept it in his hands. All good. Kept his eye on the ball. Let's see how he reacted to this. So he shot. Onana looked as though he was going to catch it, but just, yeah. Yeah, people turn on Elanga so quickly. I think Elanga will turn out to be a decent player. I don't know if he'll be... I don't know if he'll turn out to be a Marcus Rashford level of player. Maybe a Danny Welbeck at a push, I'd say, for Elanga. Because his decision making is still a bit questionable. He's got skills. He's lightning quick, but decision making. Yeah, we've almost gone 40 minutes without conceding. It's a season achievement. Why aren't we celebrating? It's a record. Break open the champagne, man. I'm streaming with NBC Peacock. Been having audio delay issues by almost 30 seconds all game. That's terrible. Are you able to get access to... It's not BT. Are you able to access TNT Sports now, or do you have to go through NBC and Peacock, Diego? Elanga was good against Liverpool at start of last season, and then we never saw him again. Yeah. Elanga was decent quality, showed up in clutch moments for us. Hianazai player, however it's spelt. Diego, try TNT if you have it. Appreciate that. I'll give that a try. What I will do... Check your DMs, Diego. If you don't have access to... If you don't have access to TNT Sports. Okay, so 1 minute till the end of the half. Johnny Evans back to Lindelof. Lindelof to Delo. Bruno on the right wing. Bruno back to Delo. Evans forward to Fernandez. And Fernandez on the volley, goal. Boom. What a finish from Bruno Fernandez on the right wing. Oh my God. I don't want to say I told you so, but who said Bruno Fernandez man of the match? This guy. What a finish. Who assisted that? Wow, Casemiro showing appreciation for Fernandez there. Looks as though he was praying, holding him. Evans assist. Oh, I was just making the... Okay, well, what I was saying about Evans not being able to play out from the back was BS, wasn't it? Long ball from Evans. Pinpoint. And it's onside. Don't try it, VAR. Don't try it. Evans on fire. Evans better than Maguire, says Mackenzie. No doubts. Jehan, facts. Pure facts. I mean, Evans has got a goal and assist, essentially, this game. This is madness. And people are asking why we signed Evans. I never doubted Evans once in my life. I never doubted him. I've always backed Evans from the beginning. This is why Evans should be starting for Manchester United in 2023. Every single game. He can't be dropped. Evans lover I am, says Mackenzie. Diego, that halftime dagger boy. Love it. And the score prediction's still on. 2-0. Boys, just to put things into perspective and get everyone even more hyped, we've still got Eriksen, Amrabat, Martial, Garnacho. Who else? We've got all of these players still to come on. This isn't our strongest 11, even from the players that we've got available. We're only going to get better in the second half. This is going to be an easy 2-0 and a solid 3 points to United. That's Prem winner, Johnny Evans, to you lot. Amen, Diego. Kill me. Hopefully in the second half we do not go and defend, but try to get a second goal as soon as possible. There's no way we're going to try and defend when we bring on Eriksen, Amrabat, Martial, Garnacho. It's... We're back. Okay, Delo at the back to Lindelof. Delo to Evans. Evans. Almost an identical ball to Fernandez. Fernandez crosses. Højlund with... I don't know what he was trying to do there. I think he could have taken a touch. It was offside anyway, so it wouldn't have counted. Okay, I think that is half time now. Just typing up the Instagram post. Okay, let's see what you guys are saying. Yeah, we will win the league. Hashtag we are back, says Ilmi. Title charge starts today. It's happening whether they like it or not, Mackenzie. Bro, you said that we will score right before half time. Yep. Amen. Never doubted my team, says Mackenzie. Never. Not for a second. Told you VAR, says Herman. Yeah, no, we can't escape that. We'll never escape it. We are going to win. We are going to win the Champions League, says Jehan. Not the same competition, but yes, we will. Ilmi. By the way, why the stream is so late? Here when I am watching the second half is finished. Good question. Okay, let's get all of this sorted out. Let me just proudly put 1-0. On this mofo. Things you love to see. Wow, time traveler. Herman. Damn, I hate VAR. It could be 2-0 up right now. Probably something to do with copyright or something. Can't be at the same time because of assist during the match or some shit. Weidman is watching from some dodgy site. Let's my ass up. Don't blame him. Could be a combination of all the reasons. Who knows? Who knows? There's a bit of time difference in Old Truthford Inc. in comparison to the real world. The replay on that ball by Paul Scott, I mean Johnny Evans, and the sublime first time finish on the volley. Tears in my eyes. Robin Van Persie, the vibes. That could be just as significant as that goal Robin Van Persie scored. Okay, maybe not. But it's looking good. I think it's looking really good. I think 2-0 second half. We saw it. Is everyone still sticking with their score predictions? A lot of people were saying 3-1. It doesn't matter that it's 18th place Burnley, Diego. 3 points is 3 points. And we're well on our way to yoinking those 3 points. Eshaw. Rashford needs to put I'm hoping you meant shift in in Burnley's first chances, he let Roberts run on and just stopped running on the edge of the box. How are we still slating Rashford? Like, it's so forced. I don't know why people are still slating Rashford. I think people need to keep a close eye on Delo more than anything. Already on a yellow card. And who do we have to sub on for him? Let's have a look. Oh yeah, no one. So I think we need to keep an eye on Delo. It's hard though, because do you give man of the match to Johnny Evans even though if we were to stop it at half time, would you give man of the match to Johnny Evans just because he should have had a goal and picked up a decent assist? Or would you give man of the match to Bruno Fernandes? Because, I mean, the quality you've got to have to finish that chance, like the XG on that shot probably wasn't very high. So who do you actually give it to? I'd kind of maybe lean towards... I'd maybe lean towards Evans at the moment, because to get up as he did at 70 years old and score that corner, it's decent. It's decent from him. And that ball was pinpoint. That was a pinpoint ball. So I'm leaning towards Evans, even though the finish was absolutely spectacular. I'd probably go with Evans man of the match at the moment. Now let's not curse ourselves and hopefully we can keep a clean sheet. Evans be on his tennis ball walker after that jump. No. Onana's played well today as well. Made one good save. The other one... Did I just see that Evans like set up the Burnley chance? Why were they zooming in on him? But yeah, Onana made a good save, so hopefully that'll build his confidence. And then another one which he should have... Yeah, the defending has been suspect. That's the problem. Drop a like on the video, guys, if you haven't already. We're well on our way to grabbing 3 points, and we're also pushing for 1,000 subscribers by the end of the month. Working day and night like Kid Cudi to push for it. But yeah, no, I appreciate you guys all tuning into the streams. It's honestly, it's one of the highlights of my week having to do these. It's a lot more enjoyable than everyday life. Get McTominay off. He's absolutely abysmal, says Luke Taylor. I'd be surprised if McTominay stays on past the 60th minute with Amrabat and Eriksen on. Surely they're going to come on. But then maybe Ten Hag doesn't want to risk the result. I mean, we're only 1-0 up. Who knows? Amrabat will definitely play, Herman. Surely. Surely Hannibal has to go off as well. Hannibal, at least McTominay's fouled people. What's Hannibal actually done that half? Has anyone seen anything good from Hannibal? Varane for Evans, says Luke Taylor. Luke, Why would we take a future Ballon d'Or winner off for Raphael Varane? Wake up, my friend. Hey Manoa, how's it going? The mood in the stream's good today. Mood's very good. Calm. It's much better than watching commentary being on here. Appreciate that, man. Varane for Lindelof. Yeah, I'd say so. Evans has to see this game out if his hips will allow him to do that. Hannibal has been one of the better Hannibal's been one of the better players. What's he actually done? I haven't seen Hannibal really do anything apart from break down attacks and like get into weird positions that Bruno would usually get in. For the first time in 10 years and 7 months, Johnny Evans has assisted for United in the Premier League. I thought it was going to say overall. I thought it would have been literally 10 years since Johnny Evans assisted. But no, for United. Nah, Hannibal hasn't done enough for me to stay on. Hannibal is not ready. He's misplacing passes. I don't think Hannibal is ever going to be ready, to be honest with you. I mean, the goal against Brighton was awesome. Congrats. But I think the reason he celebrated that much is because he knows he's not a Manchester United player. And he knows that he probably won't get to celebrate scoring a goal at Old Trafford in the future. I don't see Hannibal staying long. I think he's just a body on the pitch at the moment. So we start fairly weak and then we bring on Ericsson and Amrabat and the game gets turned. Best youngster in the world, Johnny Evans. Young at heart, mate. Young at heart. That's all that matters. Age is but a number. That could be taken out of context. Luke, referee has blown the whistle more times than McTominay's touched the ball. Yeah. Eshaw, Hannibal looked good. He keeps possession, but one thing is that final ball is not good enough. Ilmi, he has not scored an own goal, so that's a big achievement for Evan. Yeah, very good. Manoa, I'd sub off Hannibal for Pellistri and McTominay for Amrabat. Don't want to risk Varane. Maybe bring Martial on for Højlund or Rashi. Hannibal for Pellistri. So you'd play... Or would you move Bruno over to the middle then put Pellistri out wide? Yeah, we could see that. And then McTominay for Amrabat. Like the sound of that. Don't want to risk Varane. Maybe bring... I think if we get another goal early in the second half, then we won't risk Varane. If we don't, then maybe we will. But I don't know, maybe... It's always hard in these in these cases to decide whether to bring on a defender when you're 1-0 up, because you could affect the chemistry of the defence. But I think Varane should get some minutes. Luke, Hannibal being better than McTominay and Oka. I think they've been equally average, maybe slightly better for Hannibal just because of the amount of fouls McTominay's given away, but I think you're looking at like 0.1 difference between them two at the moment. Take off Rashford, love him, but he's too static on the ball, needs to release the ball quick. He's found Højlund like 2-3 times, Luke. Come on. Shabanje, Rashford is hesitating to take on the defender. Well, he's probably hesitating to take on the defender because he's had like the horde of little trolls on the internet saying that he never passes the ball. So now he's not taking on defenders and he's passing the ball. And people will say, he's hesitating to take on the defense. He can't win. Like, there's just going to be a group of people who are going to target him no matter what. So Rashford's in a lose-lose situation most of the time, which is kind of shitty. Luke, one instance I counted, he had the ball 15 seconds, far too long at top level for a winger. Not if you're looking to maintain possession. Depends what you're looking to do. Manoa, don't know what subs he'll make. He won't take Rashford, Bruno, or Casemiro out. There's no defensive replacement, so there's only 3 players on that pitch that could come on. No subs going into the second half, says Mackenzie, and we're just about to kick off for the second half. Guarantee, my friend, he'll see 1-0 and leave it how it is. To be fair, whenever Rashford getting ball, the whole of Burnley surrounds him. Yeah. Shvanjay, that's true. We will be here theory crafting and our body is not going to make any sub. He will make subs. It'll just be at the 65th minute. Come on, guys. Get with the programme. He's finding Højlund, but after mailing the ball for 10 seconds, get the ball out of your feet quicker. Agree, Rash has been looking more active to involve Højlund and others. Yep, no subs. Zilch, exact same team coming out. I think when you're 1-0 up, it's a tricky one to bring in subs at half time, because I mean, why would you bring in subs at half time when you're winning? Ten Hag is very much a if it ain't broke, don't fix it type of manager. He'll only make small changes if things are going well. If things are going terribly, he'll still, you could say, he's slow. That is one of the criticisms I had of him last season. I'll take a bit to get that into a habit, but it will lead to goals, says Diego. Yeah, of course. It's not as though like Bruno's found Højlund loads in this game, and he's playing in the exact same position as Rashford, just on the other side. So it's like, why is Bruno not getting the same criticism that Rashford's getting? It's mad. I'd take 3 points and leave it as it is. Desperate, says Manoa. Nah, we're winning 2-0 minimum. Team is lucky to be one. Lucky, Mackenzie. What? What? Johnny Lucky Evans. That's his name. Luke, need to be putting this game to bed early, quicker on the passing and sharper on the half turns. That I agree with, but again, we're playing with like our second, in some instances, third choice midfielders. So is Martinez now becoming a worry? Now is he becoming a Martial where there are recurring injuries? This isn't a new injury. This is the one that he kind of played through to feature in the matches that we just had. Interesting gloves Casemiro is wearing there. Oh yeah, Mackenzie said it as well. Casemiro got some funky gloves. Yeah, he's got grip on his hands for whatever reason. For all the players that he wants to strangle like he was doing last season. Got the red sparkly grip gloves. Now that's where you're right, Luke. I mean, second choice, first choice, fourth choice, doesn't matter. They all have to be ready to play for the greatest team to have ever played the beautiful game, my friend. Yeah, you're absolutely right. You're absolutely right. But I didn't go into this game thinking Hannibal was going to have an 8 out of 10 game, or McTominay. I thought Bruno was capable of it. Casemiro's capable of it. Rashford's capable of it. Yeah, that's it really. 3 players in missed it. Højlund maybe, but again, he's still young. He's like 20, 21. It's like 4 or 5 players who are capable of having an 8 out of 10 game. The rest of them, I'm just praying they don't have a 4 out of 10 game. Fernandez down the right, and it's cleared by Burnley. Let me get this timer up. Defo picked him up from Asda. Evans has been class, not gonna lie. He's picking up good passes. I'm starting to not like Ganana. He's slowing the game down and so many long balls fought. I think we've got no choice but to do long balls today because nobody from the back can really build from the back. But having said that, Evans produced a ball from the back, which I didn't think was in his locker. So who knows? McTominay in the box. Hannibal in the box. Hello. Cross. Hoyland. Oh, that was a decent cross from Delo, to be fair, and Hoyland should have really got that in. Okay, Burnley on the attack here after Lindelof headers it over to them. I want to see a replay of that cross and how close Hoyland was to it. Yeah, he was pretty close. Okay, you guys are just chatting absolute dross in the chat now. We're talking about Lee Catmull. What's happening there? Rashford down the left. Rashford maintains possession. Good. And we build from the back with Lindelof looking for Evans. Goes back to Onana. Okay, looks like Burnley are maintaining possession again. But we can afford to sit back now that we're 1-0 up. This would be heartbreaking if Burnley actually managed to score against us. McTominay just tried to do a turn but failed miserably. Casemiro blocks a shot from Burnley. Burnley passing it around. Burnley cross, Lindelof, and Bruno hits it away. Hoyland pressing. Hoyland slowly jogging. Okay, so Burnley have come out well. Delo, good defending. Like to see that. And this is why I don't understand when people say that he has good crosses. The amount of aimless balls he just hits into the middle of the pitch. Luke, you're a troll, man. You're an absolute troll. I was going to say, how's there going to be a penalty when we're in the middle of a pitch, mate? Hmm. It's funny with Sergio. Sometimes he looks like a friendly, well-mannered young gentleman who you'd love your daughter today, and then other days he kind of looks like a crackhead who hasn't slept for a week. Look, his smile there. Like he smiles, and then you're just like, oh, what a nice young man. And then when he's upset, he looks like he could just shank you at any moment. Sergio got a massive forehead. Wow, big brain, man, big brain. Oh, almost incepted it there, Sergio. To be honest, I'm ready to see some substitutes now. I know what this team's going to offer us, and it's not much. I'm ready for Amrabat. Delo having a decent game. Luke, are you just in this chat to troll or what? Like Delo's been okay. He's been average, maybe. Luke's watching United vs Burnley 21-22. I like that. Hopefully he ain't beating over people. That's all I care about. Bloody hell, Jan. I know it's after hours, but bloody hell. Okay, Hoyland pressing. Rashford down the right wing now. Good tackle from Lindelof. McTominay to Hoyland to Bruno. Rashford. Header to find Hoyland. And I think we win a corner from that. Oh man, Rashford's so selfish, isn't he? Let's add that to the compilation as well. Bruno, cross. McTominay close to it. Luke, when you're finished with the stream, just Google what sarcasm means. McTominay getting steamrolled in midfield, get him off. Yeah, McTominay's got to go. He's got to be subbed in the next 5 minutes. Casemiro out from the back. Casemiro to Hannibal. Hannibal back to Casemiro. Casemiro long. Ends up with Fernandez. To be fair, I do want to see some Garnacho today. We do want to see some Garnacho. I think he would absolutely destroy Burnley. Højlund isn't scoring in this game, I'm afraid, Luke. I haven't seen enough patterns of play to where Højlund's been involved to think, oh, okay, he's going to score. Even though people are literally trying to pass him the ball, I haven't seen anything to make me think otherwise. Need some of Boldy too. Are we talking Amrabat with Boldy or what? Jehan, I mean, yes, he has been better and passing a lot more, but there have been instances that he has been selfish and not rather taking time on the ball when he should be passing first time, but he is improving. He has not been selfish this game, man. Stop it. Rashford has not been so... Like, people just... I don't know. There's got to be a different word for it. He's been anything but selfish today. Not this game. Okay, fair enough. I still don't think he's selfish in his overall play, but... This season? I don't know, man. Well, he wasn't selfish against Bayern. He's not been selfish this game, and we've only played 7 games this season, so we're getting close to him feeding players more than he's taken on shots himself. So does that then make him an unselfish player? Who knows? Amber Boldy. He's even spelling his name. Højlund down the right. Can he hold it up? He can, and does a little flick that Delo collects. Delo touching the byline. Cross. Delo's crosses are trash. I do not know why people think McTominay's shot was weak. I do not... If people say that the best quality of Delo is his crosses, he had all the time in the world there on the byline. Look at 1, 2, 3, 4. He had 4 seconds to pick Fernandez out and he still couldn't get at the right height. Sofian, my Moroccan Chavi, says Mackenzie. I don't know if that's going to catch on. Is that an actual chant? What? Okay, we're going down the left wing with Sergio. Sergio to Rashford. And Rashford tried to play in Højlund. But Højlund couldn't get past the man. Yeah, Rashford should have shot there, to be fair. Sergio out on the left now. No, yeah, it's Bruno. Nana being comfortable for once. Safely into Nana's hands. Fans singing for Garnacho now. I think we need to see the boy. Garnacho. Let's see here. Defense has been fairly solid this second half. I think it's because we're sitting a lot deeper now. We're not really trying to move forward as a whole unit anymore. He's trying to create for Højlund. It's good. 60% chance he takes a shot and goes into Rosette. So yeah, in my opinion, keep the passes and try rather than shoot. Well, yeah, we have got to the 65th minute and we're still yet to see a substitute. I don't like that. People are saying Hannibal's been brilliant. I don't see what's going on there. I think I haven't seen anything. I haven't seen Hannibal do anything with the ball today. Yeah, I haven't. That was behind the Wizard's curtain, Jehan. First hit falling over. Who's... Okay, Bruno out to Højlund. Rashford on the right. Rashford to Delo. There's a lot of space here for Casemiro now. Casemiro to... Bruno trying for a piggyback. Hear me out on this one. I feel like Ten Hag has given Hannibal a Ji-Sung Park job here in this game. Against Burnley. Why do we need Ji-Sung? Oh, Rashford takes the shot, but it's blocked by a Burnley player. Yeah, he's had a better game than McTominay, I can say that. He hasn't done anything amazing, though. I'd say he's just maybe slightly above average. Jehan, if you can predict the future, can you tell me if Ten Hag's made a sub yet? I wonder if Hannibal would actually run faster if he shaved off all that hair. It's got to be weighing him down. Okay, Burnley making some substitutes here. Need to see gloves and short sleeves. Martial, come on for McTominay, says Luke. People were hyping up the Martial performance against Bayern Munich. In all honesty, that game is a bit of a blur to me right now. I didn't think that he was too amazing. I thought he was decent, but very, very hyped for Martial. 3 Burnley subs, no United subs in sight. Oh, man. The thing is, Ten Hag does deserve a little bit of pressure if they go on to score now after us not making a single sub and we're into the 73rd minute. Come on. Just give the people what they want, Ten Hag. Give us Amrabat. We so far off the rest of the team. Spurs battered Burnley 5-0. But then the only response to that is Spurs have to play their weekend. Oh my God, Burnley. Good save from Onana. And then a good challenge from, who was that? Okay, we've got 2 players down injured. Evans. Okay, Evans is going to get man of the match. If that wasn't a penalty and he just saved that, Evans gets man of the match. Is Evans injured? Good reaction time from Onana there. Onana just did a dolphin dive from Call of Duty Black Ops 2 onto the ball after Evans' save. I don't know what minute you guys are on, but just rewatch that Onana. He jumps on the ball like it's a grenade on the ground. I wonder who's going to be the first manager in the Premier League to rock a bandana. That'd be a good sight to see. Onana is King T'Challa in disguise. Luke, what are you on? That bold patch does not give protection for Evans. Thomas Frank is going to be the first. Thomas Frank wearing a bandana. Bloody hell. You know what it means, Mackenzie. Luke's been Luke's been at it all bloody day. Or night, I should say. Okay, Evans. Very good. Evans draws him the foul at the back there. The YouTube mods will send you to the Shadow Realm, Luke. I would be aware of them, to be honest. Sergio might have done in his hamstring, says Diego. Me, it's nothing to do with mentality, mate. We've literally got terrible players. We've got just bad players on the pitch. Yeah, Johnny Evans for man of the match is actually going to happen. The assist, the defending at the end, I think he's won the hearts of the people. Speaking of which, I'm going to release the player ratings now. Okay, Sergio coming off for... Who's coming on for Sergio? Varane. Interesting. Okay, we're now talking about McTominay being the Milky Bucket. Luke, where are you taking this, man? Yeah, so is Varane our only sub so far? Evans to Højlund. Højlund to Rashford down the left. That was a poor choice. That was terrible from Højlund. He should have passed it to Rashford, to Fernandes down the right. Højlund's... He's been involved today, but he's not been at his best. Still a young player, obviously. That was a very good chance. We were 3-on-2 there, but Højlund's ball was too weak. Sent him off. He could have been killed. McTominay gives away a corner. Is it a hamstring injury? How did you know it's a hamstring? Was he grabbing it? I think we should buy Sergio, says Ilmi. Oh, now we're talking. Gone from one of the worst signings of the summer to let's buy him. Not my Sergio, says Mackenzie. It's not even funny. Does anyone remember that Gary Neville prank call? No. Diego, yeah, Sergio was holding the back of his right thigh. I'm now somehow a minute behind. Can someone tell me what's happening? We are destroying Burnley 1-0. Still no subs. And yeah. Okay, Burnley may be having the better of the possession and knocking at the door. But, okay, God, no, they're about to... Well defended by Varane. Very good. I don't know who's playing left back if Sergio's got injured. Would you guys rank Sergio over Malacia though? Luke is fluent in Japanese, says Mackenzie. Mackenzie with the lines tonight. The bars. Man of the people. Jehan, get in line. The stocks are mad expensive now. Should have bought the stocks when they were cheap. Yeah. Rashford. Oh, he's through? Rashford? Against 5? Oh my... Okay, could have... Could he have found Casemiro there? Rashford was through on one... He was through 1-on-1 after a good ball from Hannibal. But then the spaces closed up pretty quickly. A lot of Burnley players were willing to put their body on the line there. See, so the whole game, Rashford has been passing the ball to other players, and then because of that one chance where he should have passed it to Casemiro, he'll get called selfish. That's how the internet works. But yeah, he should have found Casemiro there. Malacia is young and developing. I think Malacia is close in age to Sergio, if I'm not mistaken. Why is no one talking about that ball from Hannibal? That ball from Hannibal was very good, to be fair. That was very good. It created a one-on-one opportunity, so that'll boost up his rating, I'm sure. Malacia is a little bulldog. Nasty little thing, but it's amazing. One for the comp. Could have passed it to Kaz. Oh god, the compilations are just getting bigger every day. Selfish. Is it still just Varane who's come on? I've been doing the player ratings. There's so I've kept an eye on it, but that one pass from Hannibal definitely redeemed his selection today. Yeah, I mean, people said, "Oh, why is Ten Hag sticking with this team?" Well, they've defended well. Shown promise, created chances. Why broke why fix what's not broken, or why broke what's fixing? But it is mad that just Varane's come on today. Because the problem is, if we see out this 1-0 win, then it means Ten Hag's going to play probably an identical team against the next team we play against, when he really should be bringing in other people. Why has he not brought Garnacho on though? Like, I can understand Amrabat coming back from an injury, new league, desperate to get the 1-0, but surely Garnacho on would bring in some fresh legs and be useful. Why? Ten Hag still doesn't know his best side. Ten Hag can't play his best side. He won't be able to know his best side until everyone's available. Amrabat coming on. I can confirm Amrabat is coming on. Let's see. Okay, I want to see what I'm purely focusing on Amrabat now. I want him to get a few touches. Casemiro to Fernandez. Fernandez forward. Rashford chases, and Højlund covering the goalkeeper to press. Delo got kind of skinned there, but he got back to recover. Okay, I'm not going to read out the chat. What are you guys doing? Some zesty responses in here. What? What has this resorted to? Højlund shoots and blocked by the Burnley player. Jehan using the Nigel Farage line of, you all laughed at me when I said Evans was better than Maguire. Well, who's laughing now? And this game showed it. Put some respect on Prem winner's name. Okay, we're now into the 90th minute, or 91st minute, 4 minutes of added time. What a ball from Casemiro. Has Amrabat had a touch yet? Purely looking at the screen now. Sorry, chat. I want to see Amrabat just do something. Do like a little turn or something. Oh, Rashford steals it and then is flicking it up and down. Wins the throw-in. Is he going to pass to Amrabat? Pass to Amrabat. No. Okay, Lindelof's on the ball. To Varane. To Delo. Varane in the side does make our defence just look so much better, doesn't he? I don't know if it's just aesthetically or he just covers ground better, so he gets into better defensive positions faster. Okay, Bruno. Oh, tried to slip through Rashford but failed. Hannibal plays Delo wide. Is anyone going to get in the box? No? Bruno rather. Just tried to do a bit of a scissor kick, but it was saved by the Burnley goalkeeper. Okay, Varane at the back. Still waiting for Amrabat. Okay, Amrabat's come all the way back to get touch, and Lindelof still plays it back to Onana. Okay, Hannibal taken down. We've showed good fitness levels, to be fair. We're somewhat more involved later that we've got, and we haven't made any substitutes, which is weird. Well, I have to say, you're not laughing now, are you? Says Luke. He's got a crystal ball somewhere. Jehan, football genius I was taught by Sir Eric Cantona himself. Hopefully you haven't read too many Eric Cantona books. From what I've heard, they're a bit questionable. Højlund header from this corner, watch. Yeah, Luke, you said that Højlund was going to score. I'm afraid you were incorrect, mate. You're no Jehan. Mackenzie, Boldy hasn't touched the ball. Shoved it left back. How generous do you think we're being with the ratings? 94 minutes and 2 subs. Erik ten Hag is begging for injuries. It's a bold strategy, Carden. I just want to see Amrabat get a touch. He's literally come on and he wouldn't have got a touch of the ball yet. He's playing left back as well. Okay, how's his defensive work? Amrabat just wiped the player out. Okay. Yeah, he couldn't get a touch of the ball, so he just slammed the player instead. That was such a blatant foul. And Amrabat's just like, what? That's funny. The goalkeeper's name's Trafford. Save from Onana. Beautiful. Beautiful stuff. Okay, cool. Final whistle? Is it going to go? I think it's gone. I can't hear it, but they're hugging, so I'd imagine so. 1-0 to Manchester United, beating the almighty Burnley at home. So this was away from home. We destroyed them. We annihilated them. 3 points. Let's look at that league table. Let's see what's going on. Oh, and just like that, we've moved up from 13th to 8th. Oh, things you love to see. Now, Newcastle could possibly knock us off our 8th spot. Chelsea, no, they can't do it. And nobody else can. So Newcastle could possibly knock us off. But not too bad. Not too bad. I'll take 8th for this point in the season. Yes, Man City may have double our points, but they haven't dealt with the injuries that we have. 9 points out of 6 when we don't have a single first starting person in our back four. How can we complain? How can we complain? Ten Hag, manager of the month. And yeah, we move on. We move from here. Neil Dowd, Onana, never for a sec doubted him. Finally, a clean sheet. Yep, Onana clean sheet as well. That's 2 now in the league. Well well played today, to be fair. Made some solid saves, collected. Some half spills, but we move. Comes. Charles will take the win. That's what we like to see. I'm from Kosovo, so it's not the same. Hurrah, 8th. Yeah. Yeah, Mackenzie, 8th. Take a good look at this. Let's take a good look at this. 8th. Wait, you can't see it. Wait. Some technical difficulties going on. Bear with me. Okay. Here we go. Okay, maybe we'll never get to see it. Take a good look at this, everyone. 8th, Manchester United. 1-0. Don't pay attention to the goal difference. Let's just keep looking over here. 1-0. Easy work. Now, let's move on to the player ratings. No therapy session today. Do we need a therapy session today? I don't know. I mean, I feel like our souls have been cleansed from today's match. There's no demons going on. There's no dead hyenas dug up in our gardens. We've done the Lord's work today, and there he is, Johnny Evans, with a hand on his hip. So casual, so laid back. This is nothing to him. He's won Premier Leagues. This is his bread and butter. This is his Burnley and butter. Eats them up like they're nothing. Clean sheet, assist. Johnny Evans just laughs. He just laughs at them. Now, let's get the player ratings up. Okay, since we actually won today, I'm going to run through my ratings and then we can run through the Discords. So, Onana, let's see. I think he had a fairly decent game. I think he made a few pivotal saves. Higher than average, collected balls, distribution fairly good. Made a few slips and mistakes here and there, but I'm going to give Onana a solid 6 point. Actually, clean sheet as well, 6.9. Onana's getting a 6.9 from me. Lindelof, I think the defense was cut through a few times where Lindelof didn't really cover. I can't think of any times Lindelof made any decisive tackles. Correct me if I'm wrong. I don't think he really did too much. And I'd probably give, but he did get a clean sheet, so I'll give him a 6.6 as I'm feeling a bit generous. Evan, oh wait, why is bloody Martinez here? Evans, he is going to be getting a solid 7.7 today. I mean, he could have had a goal, picked up the assist, kept a clean sheet, marshalled the defence, last inch or whatever it's called, defending. Evans, shout out to him. Clearly man of the match. The low was over here. Let's change this for Burnley as well. Okay. The low, questionable. Below average, I'd say. Picked up a yellow card in like the first 15 minutes. Could very well have dropped his head had the GOAT, Johnny Evans, not taken us to glory today. I'm going to give him a 6.3. Sergio, I'm going to give a 6.5. I don't think he put the cross in for Johnny Evans for his header, which was a really good cross, to be fair. I think he defended fairly well. Has that crackhead energy. I'll give him a 6.6. Casemiro, not too involved today. Could have been picked out a few times. Not his fault. I would give him slightly above average. I would give him a 6.8. McTominay. Yeah, he didn't really provide anything, didn't do anything. He was a man on the pitch. Below average, 6.1. Hannibal. I thought he was fairly average for the majority of the game. Still better than McTominay, but fairly average. But towards the end of the game, he kind of came alive with that ball to Rashford was awesome. And yeah, I think he kind of grew into the game more. So I would probably give him 6.7. I still think Casemiro probably had a better game than him, but Hannibal definitely had a better game than McTominay. So I'd say that would be my midfield 3 rankings. Bruno. I know the formation's wrong, by the way, guys, but I'll just do the ratings for now. So let's see here. Rashford. I think he had a good game in terms of trying to find players more. Can't remember him having a shot on target. Give him slightly above average. Did he have a better game than Hannibal? I think he had an equal game with Hannibal, to be fair. Trying to find people out. Looking to provide. But had some holes in his game today, just like Hannibal did. Bruno. Volley was spectacular. If the ball was passed to him a bit more, I think he could have created more opportunities, but it was a bit slow. I would say for the quality of that goal, because how many people could have scored that goal? It's not just a goal. You don't just look at it and think, oh yeah, he scored one goal, so that's equal to every other goal. The quality needed to score that goal. I'd love to see the XG on it because again, it must have been ridiculously low. I'm giving him a 6.7. I'm giving him a 7.6. So just below Evans, but still ridiculously good. Højlund, I think he was very average today. I think he was still involved, so he didn't completely just disappear and there's nothing to talk about regarding him. But I think he just had an average performance. A few flicks here and there. a few passes that were a bit short, some crosses that we'd hope that he'd actually get on the end of, like that one from Delo. But yeah, I think Højlund was fairly average today. Let's see what you guys are saying. Hannibal, man of the match for you, Luke. What? We put in a business-like performance and managed for second half better, says Charles. Yeah, 100% agree. Kenzie, Amadeus, hop off. Hannibal already. Spitting facts, mate. Watch all the praise he gets from other fan channels. Other fan channels aren't correct. This is the home of Old Truthford, the home of honestly biased sports content. Pay no attention to those other fake, devilish channels. Definitely Evans today. Amen, Mackenzie. Evans looked good back there for a player who has very little game time. Yeah, he did. Looked very good for a geriatric. He looked good, so he did. Mackenzie for some one of his senior citizens. Okay. What is worrisome is a third left back going off with an injury. Yeah. Hannibal definitely ran his socks off. Could improve his effectiveness in the final third, in my opinion. Did Hannibal pass the eyeball test? Nah. Still did good, but not man of the match. Yeah, but the pass to Rashford, that passed the eyeball test, but anyone's capable of those when it's just like a one-off kind of thing. So Hannibal still has to do more to make me think, oh yeah, he's got something about him. Luke, Hannibal 7.5 out of 10, mate. What are you on? My favourite player no longer plays for the club, but we won't talk about that. Is that Ronaldo or he shall not be named? Just trying to get through all of these. You guys talk a lot of shiz, don't you, man? Stuck with him, I guess. I didn't do it. I never. Okay, we're talking about Mason Greenwood now. Do you see his game last week? Hey, everyone's got their own beliefs, and we can't knock anyone for it. Someone who hasn't played a competitive football match for over a year, he looks so sharp. We've said a lot since you've been gone, Mr. Admin. Yeah, you have. Diego, 5 home games in the next 6 before City end of October. I really hope we get more players back by then. I reckon we're going to go on a good run here. But yeah, let's see if we can do your guys' player ratings real quick. Okay, so man of the match by unanimous decision is Mr. Johnny Evans. So congratulations. I know he's a big fan of the streams. I'm sure he'll watch this after the match. Good one, Johnny E. Yeah. Okay, so Onana, his performance as voted by the Discord. I'd have to go back to my maths days. Somebody gave Onana 10 out of 10. I don't know what they were watching, but Onana got a solid 6.8. So let's do these over here. Just while it's all loading. There we go. Is Johnny Evans still being interviewed? He loves the limelight, this guy. He loves the limelight. Okay. Okay, so Onana from you guys got a 6.8. Now let's have a look at a 1, Mr. Johnny Evans. Okay. Johnny got 7.2. Which is absolutely ridiculous because we all know Johnny deserved at least 7.7. Lindelof, let's have a quick look. Lindelof with a solid 6.3. Okay, Delo also with a 6.3. And we have Sergio's performance at a 5.9. Wow, people didn't rate Sergio for whatever reason. Casemiro with a 6.1 as well. People don't think Casemiro was quite up to it. Okay, I don't have high hopes for McTominay's scores if Casemiro was that low. Yeah, okay. Scott McTominay 4.9. People not liking not liking McTominay there. Hannibal getting a very respectful 6.5. And Fernandez with a 7.6. Rashford with a 5.6. What is going on here? So Rashford's the worst rated player in the team. What? Wait, no, he's not the worst rated player. McTominay is, but what? How's Rashford that low? Okay, let's watch Højlund get like an 8 now. This is... This is 6.0 for Højlund. How do you calculate these ratings? So whenever you guys vote in the Discord for the player ratings, I'd just take an average of everyone's ratings and then add them all up together and then obviously divide them by the amount of people who voted. So it's like an average of all of your guys' opinions. So that's an average of all of the people on the Discord. So the average score for Rashford on the Discord is 5.6. That's mad. So let's see how these two match up. So this was mine. So for Onana, about equal. For Evans, fairly equal. I was a bit generous. Lindelof, bit generous there as well. Sergio, big difference. 5.9 in comparison to 6.6. Delo, 6.3, 6.3. Casemiro, 0.6 difference again. McTominay, 6.1. 4.9. 4.9 is mad. Like, to get a 4.1 rating, you've got to make some kind of game error, like game losing error or something like that to get a 4.9. Penalty, red card, I don't know, something, mistake leading to goal. Hannibal, 6.5 for the Discord. For me, 6.7 for Hannibal. I think that pass just edged him over. Fernandez, 7.6 for the Discord and 7.6 for me as well. Rashford, 5.6. And I gave him a 6.7. I think there's a bit of an agenda going on with Rashford at the moment. Keep out for it, guys. Keep your eyes open, because even when Rashford's not selfish, he's still getting rated low. That's just how you can tell there's a bit of a thing against him at the moment. Højlund, 6.0 from the Discord. I think he was a 6.5. I think he was average. He was still involved, still trying to set people up, just failed at the final hurdle. Yeah. I think this game went a long way in terms of boosting the confidence for me anyway, even though we were... Actually, to be honest, I mean, you look at the game. Yeah, very mediocre. You look at the game. The goal that we did score, the XG, so the expected goal for that chance was probably going to be very low. So I think we can say we were quite lucky walking away from this goal, from this game. Man, it's late. But But yeah, I think you can say we were fairly lucky, but Burnley didn't really create too many chances, did they? So Evans played a better game for who? What are you guys talking about? But yeah, I think overall the most important thing was getting the 3 points. We didn't look good. We've been plagued with injuries. We got the 3 points. A win's a win. The game's a game. And Manchester United are 8th in the Premier League, getting ready to mount the greatest comeback the Premier League has ever seen to win their 21st, I think it's 21st, Premier League title. Give it time, guys. Give it time, and we will be back. But for now, I'm going to have to say goodbye. Appreciate you all tuning into the stream today. Class is permanent, as Luke Taylor says there, even though he is ridiculously in love with Hannibal Medjugorje, who still is yet to show permanent class. Charles, Johnny Evans showed Maguire how to play the position today. Amen. Amen. I mean, you can actually make a case now that Johnny Evans this season has been better than Harry Maguire. So that's great. Company has a huge forehead, I'm guessing. And yeah. Thanks for tuning in, you lot. I genuinely appreciate it. And yeah, I'll open up the Discord, but until the next time, Godspeed.